What's up, guys? Welcome back to Collecting and Hobbies. Today we're doing another He-Man and the Masters of the Universe action figure review. So this is from the cartoon collection. He's started coming out around October 2023. This is the newest wave figure. Well, actually, he's not the newest wave anymore, but he was recently. I've already got the Shiro wave, but which is the wave after this. And anyway, this one's Clawful, Warrior with the Grip of Evil. And there's Castle Grayskull in the background. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. It's a logo they used in the Filmation cartoon. There it is, cartoon collection from Mattel. And on the back, the other figures that come in this wave are the not cartoon collection Trapjaw and Spikor, as seen on Driel's Return, which is the 1983-84 cartoon episode that he was in. Here's the Horn of Evil. That's the main thing that they're talking about in that episode all the way through. Twist into powerful battle positions. There's Clawful. There's Spikor, his wave mate. There's two Clawfuls in a box, one Spikor, and the original fan favorite Trapjaw. Webstore and Evelyn were in the previous wave with the fan favorite Origins Orko. So if you haven't seen a lot of the cartoons, this was the original Clawful, which is quite different looking. He's got the Skeletor feet, the blue Skeletor feet, and little gimmick spring-loaded claw. He comes with a mace. And there was another version of him also. There's the other version of him where he has the buzz-off legs. He's got the different feet and different legs. Another interesting thing about him on the Filmation channel, on the Filmation series, listen to his voice.
He-Man! My claw will take care of you.
Anyway, I can't play that for very long. You get copyright strike. Anyway, so he sounded basically like if you were talking into this microphone. This is the vintage playset. And if you talk into there, you turn on the thing, has batteries. That's what it would sound like Clawful from the TV show. So anyway, if you haven't seen this episode, they use this Horn of Evil to try to knock out the sorceress's powers and blah, blah, blah. It's from another dimension, Driel's Return. It somehow gets into Eternia. Driel comes back to tell Orko about it. So it's a pretty good episode. There's very few episodes where Orko's girlfriend is on the series, but check it out. All right, so let's get Mr. Filmation style Clawful unboxed. And I wonder, just out of curiosity, I did watch this documentary about He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, and one of the guys who was in charge of production on the series because people would ask him all the time, why do the guys look so different? Why wasn't this in there? Why wasn't that in there? And he basically said, his stories, he wrote the stories with a purpose and a reason for each story, and they were character driven. And if he didn't like one of the toy designs, he wouldn't use it. Plain and simple. So I don't know if they didn't like Clawful or they'd already started making up their own version before they knew what the toy looked like. But they're very different looking. So I'll say this: when you're trying to unbox this guy, these little pegs, these things keeping him in, these little rubber band things, I don't think you got to do them all because there's a couple of them that are in really weird places, and like this one to hold the horn in. So just do like 3 of them, and you should be able to get the whole thing out. See what I mean? And this should come out. Wow, that's sharp. This guy got some teeth. I was poked a hole in my thumb. And got some dimensions too. Look at that. Might be able to put some stuff in there. Alright, so here is Clawful. And we're going to compare him to some other figures too in a minute. But let's take a look at that Filmation head sculpt. Looks a lot like him. He's got those, I don't know what you call those little mohawk fins. But as you can see, his legs are in the master style, but you can straighten them out, put him down. So now he's like in a walking position. And supposedly, I've seen on some people, on some reviews, like on He-Man and Prince Adam, that they're completely different sizes. But when I tried Battle Armor Skeletor next to Prince Adam, they were the exact same size. So they do have new legs, though. These legs are different than the other Origins figures. But Prince Adam is also part of the cartoon collection, and he has the cartoon collection body. So I don't know why he's the same size as Skeletor. So we got quite a bit of articulation here. I don't believe... Yeah, I didn't think so. His jaw, although it looks kind of like a separate molded piece because of this little crack right there on each side, it looks like it's glued on. It's glued on to the rest of the head. But you know the drill on these guys. They get full articulation all the way up. They got the hinge and swivel joints. So they can go all the way around. Or they can also do it at the elbow. Here's his claw, which is, I'm pretty sure, exact same mold as Buzz Off. This is part of the sculpt right here. It's not an extra piece that comes off, and it is painted on. You can see right there the waistband is flat. There's no more circles on the waistband like on the regular Origins figures. It appears that you cannot remove his gear. There's no straps or anything. So even if you took off his head, this is tight around his waist, so it probably wouldn't come up. Maybe if you put a lot of hot water and heated it up, but I wouldn't advise it unless you just want to get this off of him permanently. He does have, it looks like, the more updated cartoon style physique, where it's a little bit taller and thinner. There is quite a bit of difference in the sheens of the plastic here. These very dull. This is kind of shiny, but he's a good representation of what you saw in the actual show. This looks like it's molded perfectly to fit in that hole, although I'm not sure how he would hold it. He does have side to side hinge joints on his wrist, so I guess you could let me do this off camera. I'm not really sure. I mean, he can hold it like that. That's about the only way I can make him really hold it. So he's supposed to blow into it. It does. The end of it will fit in his mouth. I guess you just have to kind of put the claws underneath like that. That's about as good as you're going to get, because you don't really have hands. And of course, one thing other than that, there's the puzzle piece, Honor Amongst Thieves. There's Spike Ore. I remember Spike Ore had his own comic book in the original series, the vintage figures too. And of course, pop the head off, pop off the arms, or you can pop off the bottom of the feet. You can also pull the hands in and out, but sometimes you might want to do that under hot water, or just twist it, and normally it pop out. But just to protect the small pegs that hold those in, you might want to do that. So I'm going to compare him real quick to Prince Adam and She-Ra of the cartoon collection, the only other ones I have open besides, well, Cringer. Okay, so I'm pretty sure these are the old style boots from the original origins. He just has the rest of his body, though, is the newer version from the cartoon collection. But that is the cartoon collection Adam. You can tell he's got the different. Yeah, he does look bigger. Sort of. Taller, I mean. But then again, he doesn't. Side by side. These leg joints and these parts look the same. But if you look at the bottom part, it might be, it's about the same too. It just goes up further. So I really don't know how that happened, but I have seen comparisons like on Pixel Dan or whatever, where the He-Man is in a more squat position. So all of my figures are the same size. Same with Battle Armor Skeletor. So I don't know what's going on there. But anyway, if you like this style, he's available at just about everywhere. Amazon, Entertainment Earth, Walmart, Target. That's where I got mine. I saw him at Target and Walmart the same day. About $17.99, unless you get them on sale. And he comes 2 per case, so he's the easier one to find normally, besides Spike Ore. And that's about it. I like his design. He's very different, so I'm glad they made him. I prefer the other version better, but it's cool that they made this representation because I know a lot of people have always wondered who this guy is, and you can just pretend like he's another bad guy. Maybe you can use the original Clawful and just pretend like they're, you know, family or something. So I'll see you guys on the next review, and hit the thumbs up, like, subscribe, all that stuff. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it.